Hello and welcome back to Creative Automation YouTube channel. So today we are going to learn about report subscriptions features from SSR. So using these features you can subscribe your report like automatic mailing, scheduling. At every week you will get your report automatically. Okay, so let's start how to configure this all these things. So before that we'll open our report configuration manager. So in that there is a email setting we already seen in the previous video. So in the email setting you have to configure your SMTP setting for your email provider. Okay, so in my case my sender address, this is my email ID from where I'll send my auto mail to this someone. Current SMTP delivery method, so you have to mention it is by default SMTP server. SMTP server for the Gmail is smtpgmail.com. Authentication, username and password basic. Username will be your Sanjay email ID and password will be your mail ID password. Okay, and you have to apply. The email setting will be configured in your report server configuration manager. Okay, now another thing is open our portal URL. Okay, so inside our my first report folder, this is our report. We want to subscribe this report for the emailing. So just go to the three dot option and manage. Here you will find the subscription option. Okay, so as you can see there is a warning sign at the new subscription button. Okay, it means there is something configuration error or some securities blocking to create a new subscription. Let's start. Subscription cannot be created or edited because the credentials used to run the report are not stored, or if a link report, the link is no longer valid. Now its error is related to the credential we haven't stored yet. So to make this resolve, you have to go to the report builder and open your publish report. This is my report, and the error was related to your server credential. Okay, so we have to assign the proper credential to our server and store it. So inside the data store there is a credential option, use current window user. Okay, so we will assign the new credential uh, your user group name. Okay, so in my case the username group is new class and my current password. Okay, so you have to assign current username and password and use as a window credential and press OK. Now again you have to store this report and store this report on your server. My current server is already connected, so I am going to save. Okay, so now my report is saved with new setting which having credentials, proper credential. Now again I will refresh my page here. Now you can see the warning sign is gone. Okay, so now I'm able to create a new subscription here. It will take some time to get all the parameter on board. So the new subscription has been loaded. We have to provide the description. This is my report subscription. The owner, and this is the schedule. You have to select the schedule, like when your uh, the subscription will execute. Okay, so go to the edit schedule, and here you can see there are number of options, like at hourly you want your report, or you for daily you want your report, weekly, monthly, or once. Daily schedule may include, like if you want to exclude some day, like if you don't want report on the Saturday or Sunday, you can deselect. Or at what day you want your report on schedule basis, you can select the tick one. Every weekday you want your report. So these are the scheduling you have to select based on your requirement. But for the example purpose, we only repeat for once, and start time would be uh, whatever we are giving the start time, like I want report at 2 o'clock and 16 a.m. My date will start from today only, 16 May, and I will apply the filter. And there is a next options are like to, like where you want to send your report. So I'm just mentioning my email ID. CC if you want to add the carbon copy. uh, Reply to, or you want to add the subject, like report name was executed at. So report name will be your my report name, which we have already given at the time of report creation, and the execution time, like at what time the report has been executed. So this is the automatically assigned subject. You can change whatever you want. Include report, include links, render format, like which format you want your report as an attachment. I want as a PDF. Priority should be high, or you can give any priority, depends on your requirement, whether it's a critically high, low, or normal. Now we have already created the parameters. So based on that parameter, report will be filtered out, and you will get exact report. So the start date, my start date, I'll enter the value, and we have data on January 5th January to today's date. Let's create a subscription. It's getting loading. See, uh, I have stopped this service. Okay, to give you the idea, like what SQL agent service will do. So the SQL agent service will maintain this task, like data feeding and subscription. Those all activity will be handled by SQL agent service. So your server must have enabled this SQL agent service. It should be run. And to run this agent service, your SQL server edition should be developer. Okay, there are two SQL versions. One is you can say the addition. One is your express edition. They have free of cost, and there are limited features available. And for the developer edition, you will get all these advanced feature, like subscription and all those things. Okay, so your SQL server must have the developer edition. So how you will check whether your SQL server is express or the developer mode? So go to the server database management studio, and you have to write the query, like select SQL property and addition, and execute. You will get in the result your developer edition. So my this server instance Sanjay Diodra SQL Express, this server's instance is a developer edition. If you are getting uh, if you are getting Express edition, then you have to migrate or upgrade your edition. So to upgrade edition, you have to download first developer setup from the Microsoft website, and when you will extract that setup, uh, then this folder will create in Windows C, local disk C, SQL Server 2007 Media. Double click on that and go to the developer ENU English edition and run the setup. See, you must have to run the setup in the administrator privilege. Okay. See, now you have to go to the maintenance option, and there is the addition upgrade option is there. Go to the addition upgrade. See, I am having already the developer edition, so I won't upgrade my existing edition. Okay, so just I'm giving you the idea how to upgrade your edition. Okay, so here have to select which edition you want to upgrade. So you have to select the developer and there is and next and accept the term and condition. Go to the next. It will check the rules, and there you have to select your SQL server. Like in our case, SQL Express is our SQL server. We are working on that. But in case there may be different SQL server in your site, so you have to select which SQL server you want to upgrade the addition of it. Okay, so you have to select and click next, and then your SQL server will upgrade to the uh, developer edition. Okay, so I'm just skipping this step because we already have developer edition. Yes, I have to exit the setup. Okay, but to run the subscription, we have to turn on our service, which is called SQL Server Agent Service. Okay, so to start, you can start the SQL Server Agent Service in three ways. One is SQL Management Configuration. This is your SQL Server 2007 Configuration Manager. Uh, Using this, you can also start the agent service. Another option is go to the services, and there is a SQL Server agent, and this is your SQL Server name. Okay, don't touch to other SQL Server. We are working on the SQL Express. Express is the name of your SQL server. Okay, it is not an addition, it's a name of your server. You can give any name here while the installing of SQL server. Okay, you already seen the installation processor in the previous video. Now by clicking on the start, you can start the SQL server agent, and also the third option is using command prompt. You can give this command net start SQL server agent and SQL Express. Press enter. SQL server agent starting and started successfully. You can see uh, refresh and services started. Now again we'll go to our report portal. See, again we have to modify our time to give you the live example of emailing. So I am just rescheduling my schedule time. Previously we have said 2 a.m. and 16 minutes. So right now we are having time is 2:25 a.m. So I'm just setting uh, 28. Okay, so we'll get the email at exact 2 o'clock 28 minute, and speedily I'm creating subscription here. So as you can see, the subscription has been added. Status is enabled. Standard delivery is email. Last turn there is not run yet. Okay, once it will run, you will get the status here when it was run. Result is new subscription. So here we have to wait for 2 o'clock and 28 minutes. Okay, and then you will get the email in your email box, which we have mentioned the email address, like where you want to send the email. So I mentioned my email ID. I am just sending the email from my email ID to my email ID. So this is all about the subscription, which is very useful for automation. Like you will get automatic email at the manager computer. It will be very easy to get this report. Okay, so they no need to run this the report URL and export anything. So this is very useful feature from SSRS. Now there is 2 o'clock 27 a.m. and there is 1 minute left to execute our subscription task. So I'm just taking one minute break here. And one more thing, you have to remember that your email ID from the Gmail, you have to enable the security for the third party access, because here we are accessing from the SSRS to your Gmail account. Okay, so you have to provide the access in your Gmail security. Okay, so this will send the report in your Gmail, otherwise you will get the error, authentication error or something like that. Now it's a 2:28. We'll check our email ID. This is my email ID. I will refresh here and see I got the report here. At what time? 2:28 and 3 second delay. See, the mail is came at 2:28 a.m. from the sanjay.diodra@gmail.com, my email ID, and to sanjay.diodra@gmail.com, and report is attached here in PDF format. This is the same report we have already exported in the previous session. And also there is a link like where you can get this report directly. Okay, so you can click on that and you will get your report directly here on your URL page. So this is very useful tool. So thank you for watching this video, and please, if you have any issue while configuring this all those things, you can uh, mention in the comment area. I'll solve all the issue which we are facing while configuring this report server and all the related things to report. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. See you soon. Thank you.